A couple months ago, I unfriended and unfollowed a majority of my friends on Facebook and Instagram, and I've got to say that was probably the best thing I could have done for myself. I only kept a handful of really close friends that I wanted to keep in contact with, and family members too, because I guess most of them don't really post much, and I didn't want to have to explain myself if they confronted me. Everyone else, I probably don't even hang out with. We rarely comment or like each other's posts, and so I felt like it didn't really matter. If they really wanted to come in contact with me, then they probably already knew my cell phone number, or they knew that I used Hangouts, so they can reach me whenever they want. So why I do it? In my previous videos about depression and therapy, I mentioned that I'd often find myself browsing through Instagram and Facebook posts, and I get a lot of negative feelings. Everyone always posts the best versions of themselves, right? You know, all the good food that they get to eat, all the trips that they take, but I'll bet that barely 5% of them will actually post their daily struggles. We all try to paint a picture of ourselves that we live these perfect lives, but how many of us actually do? My friend Wee had asked me a couple of times, why do I compare my life to others? Or why do I have a certain expectation of when things are supposed to happen in my life? And at first, I defended my point of view because it wasn't because I was seeing posts of my friends getting married or having kids that made me want to. It was because I wanted it for myself. When I was younger, I'd planned that I wanted to get married when I was 23. And then I'd have 3 kids when I was 25, 27, and 28, all happening before I was 30. But guess what? Life doesn't always happen as you plan it. I obviously didn't get married when I was 23. I was in that 7.5-year relationship until I was 25. And then I met Mike, I got married, and then I terminated my twins when I was 28. And so yeah, every year I kept feeling I was behind, and every year I worked harder and harder to try to make these things happen, and it caused me to be unhappy. He made a really good analogy that I was like a car weaving in and out of traffic, and most of the time you end up seeing that same car at the next traffic light. Then I thought about it. Why did I have these expectations for myself? My parents' generation got married in the early to mid 20s, and then they all had kids before they were 30. People used to think that if you weren't married by 30, that there was something wrong with you. But times have changed. Some women are maybe more career oriented. Some women are just happy just staying in a relationship without getting married. And people are postponing having children. More women are speaking out about having trouble getting pregnant. But on the other hand, you have women in their 40s having successful pregnancies. So what was the rush? Why am I so unhappy? I was unhappy because I felt like my life always had to be moving forward towards something. But that meant that I was never in the present. I can never slow down and enjoy the day-to-day like everyone else. Do you ever look at people's posts and feel jealous or unhappy? What do you do to get rid of those feelings? Let me know in the comments down below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked my video, and if you didn't, let me know why. You can click over here to subscribe for more videos, or you can click over here to watch the previous video. Bye!